everyone, we are from Group 3. We are here to show you our project in Chapter 4, Presentation on Health. We will use webinar on Zoom meetings as our media for our presentation. In this webinar, we want to explore more about chamomile tea, rose tea, and teas for our health. Now, let me introduce you to the members of our group. First, Chatrine, Alicia, Butar-Butar as presenters 1. Velia Nur Ardiyani as presenters 3. Zaura, Sudiptha, Kinanty as scriptwriters. Brenda Geralda as directors and editors. Diyan, Argani, Kusumaningtyas as moderator. Aldira, Naurah, Ramadhityas as scriptwriters. Alya, Kemala, Hanum as presenters 2. And last, Kania, Isha, Maharani as directors and editors. Now, it is time to presentation our webinar. Happy watching, guys!
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone. How are you today?
Morning.
Thank you. Thank you all for finding time to visit today's webinar. Now, before I start this webinar, I would like to check my audio. Can you hear my voice well?
Yes.
Well, this webinar is divided into 2 seasons. The first season is explanation, and the last season is question and answer. And if you have any question during the presentation, please type them into the chat box in your Zoom account. I'll bring them up during preparation, and we will also have time for question at the end. Now, we are going to present about chamomile tea, rose tea, and teas for our health. Before we start, let me introduce myself and the presenters. Well, myself, my name is Diyan Argani Kusumaningtyas, and you can call me Diyan. I is a first semester student majoring in public health at the Faculty of Sports Science UNES. My study number is 6411-422-131, and I am your moderator today. Next, the first presenter. She is Chatrine Alicia Butar-Butar. She is my classmate with study number 6411-422-111. She is also a first semester student majoring in public health at the Faculty of Sports Science UNES. And she is our first presenter today. Then the second presenter, she is Alya Kemala Hanum. She is also my classmate with study number 6411-422-12149. She is a first semester student majoring in public health at the Faculty of Sports Science too. And she is our second presenter today. And last, our third presenter. She is Velia Nur Ardiyani. She is my classmate too with her study number 6411-422-114. She is also a first semester student majoring in public health at the Faculty of Sports Science UNES. Well, everyone, we have 4 units to be delivered. The first unit, we are going to discuss about the product, features, and benefit will be delivered by the first presenter, Chatrine. And the second unit, we are going to discuss about how to create the product will be delivered by the second presenter, Alya. The third unit, about tips and tricks about the product will be delivered by the third presenter, Velia. And the last unit, we are going to the question and answer season. Well, the first presenter is my classmate, Chatrine. Chatrine, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to explain this material to all of you. I really appreciate the introduction, but I think it seems incomplete if I have not introduced myself. My name is Alicia Butar-Butar, and I'm here as the first presenter on this webinar. Before we start it, I'm going to tell you about 2 points. The first is about general explanation of tea and all kinds of teas. And the second one is about features and benefits of each tea. Now, let's get started by giving you some details about herb tea. Tea was discovered almost 5,000 years ago, back to ancient China. Based on the legend, Emperor Hanum discovered tea when leaves from a wild tree blew into his pot of boiling water. He was immediately interested by the pleasant scent of the resulting brew, and then he drank some. Emperor Hanum described a warm feeling as she drank the intriguing brew, as if the liquid was investigating every part of his body. After that, Emperor Hanum named the brew Cha, the Chinese character meaning to check or investigate. In 200 before century, a Han Dynasty emperor ruled that when referring to tea, a special written character must be used illustrating wooden branches, grass, and a man between the two. This writing character also symbolized the way tea brought humankind into balance with nature for Chinese culture. After that, tea spread to all over the world, like Japan, Europe, and British, with various types of tea, serving method, and benefits. Herbal teas have been around for nearly as long as time, with our ancient ancestors making infusions of the plants, roots, and herbs they saw around them in their native environments. Documentation of herbal teas goes back as far as ancient Egypt and China, where text has been discovered describing the medicinal benefits of drinking this herbal concoction. In the first century, the legend Greek physician Dioscorides describes more than 600 medicinal plants, many of which could be steeped in water to create healing infusions. Additionally, modern researchers have found dried peppermint leaves in several Egyptian pyramids, which date back to 1000 before century. Experts believe these were used to aid in digestion. According to ancient historical records, these herbal plants were used not only for their physical health benefits, but also for their ability to invoke a sense of calm and spiritual awareness. Over time, humans began drinking herbal teas for simply their wonderful taste and aromas. The practice of using dried herbs, flowers, fruits, barks, and other ingredients for wellness continues today. Many citizens use herbal teas to support a healthy mind and body. Herbal or herbs tea is not technically a true tea because it does not derive from the plant that is used to create black, oolong, green, and white teas, also called Camellia sinensis plant. Instead, herbs tea is an infusion of a blend various leaves, fruits, barks, roots, or flower belonging to almost any edible non-tea plant. In Europe and other areas of the world, herbal teas are commonly known as tisanes. Herbal tea have existed for a very long time, but have surged in popularity over the past several decades thanks to their vibrant flavor, color, or well as their myriad mental, emotional, and physical health benefits. In an increasingly stressful and chaotic world, herbal teas give you an opportunity to go back to basics and focus on wellness through an holistic approach. Herbal teas can be created from almost any combination of natural ingredients. There are many types of herbal teas with their own flavor, qualities, and health benefits. The most common herbal teas like chamomile tea, hibiscus tea, peppermint tea, ginger tea, yerba mate, and many others. Herbal teas are most commonly consumed in hot temperature, but they can also be chilled and served with some ice, depending on your preferences. Most varieties of herbal tea, such as chamomile, peppermint, rooibos, and hibiscus, are naturally caffeine-free. For that reason, those who are sensitive to caffeine or who choose to limit their intake of them prefer herbal teas over coffee. Additionally, even coffee lovers may choose to drink tea later in the day, such as before bed, so they can avoid annoying jitters and excess energy while trying to sleep. However, keep in mind that caffeine content depends on precisely which herbs, flowers, roots, and other ingredients are used. For example, yerba mate does naturally contain caffeine. Many people enjoy this gentler burst of energy, making it a popular morning alternative to coffee. The benefits of herbal teas are as numerous and varied as the herbs themselves. Knowing which benefits you may like to achieve, such as sleeping better, soothing joint pain, or overcoming sluggishness, can help you narrow down the list of options and choose the right herbal plant for your individual needs. One of the main reasons why herbal tea is more preferable is because it allows people to reap the health benefits of various herbs, spices, and plants through a format that is easy to consume and digest. Most people will find it quite difficult and not particularly pleasant and to consume healthful ingredients like cinnamon or lavender in their raw form. But by stepping them into a tasty warm beverage, you can easily add the spices and flowers into your diet or a daily basis in a way that is both enjoyable and sustainable. And now we're talking about chamomile tea. What is chamomile? Chamomile is the most popular ingredient for herbal teas. Chamomile tea, brewed from dried flowers, has been used traditionally for medicinal purposes. Chamomile has moderate antioxidant and antimicrobial activities and significant antiplatelet activity in vitro. Chamomile is also one of the richest natural sources of apigenin. Apigenin is good to improve and strengthen the connection between brain cells and for muscle relaxation. Last, chamomile can prevent hyperglycemia and protect or improve diabetic complication in diabetes mellitus. Next is rose tea. Rose tea is a tea made from the petals and buds of the rose bush. Rose tea is a naturally caffeine-free tea that has a pleasant smell for comforting our bodies. And then, rose tea also can regulate hormone secretion and relieve menstrual pain. Roast tea can be used as functional food and functional food additive. Last, roast tea is one of the most consumed flower tea because it has a unique flavor but also have a health benefits. Okay, that's all the material I can explain it to all of you. Now I will return it to the moderator.
Okay, thank you, Chatrine, for the presentation. It's very insightful for us about herbs tea and their benefits. Let's move on to our second presenter. Alya, hello Alya.
Halo.
Okay, Alya, the screen is yours.
Okay, thanks to moderator for giving me time to deliver in the next season. Hello everyone, how was your today? I hope you are always healthy so you can have a good webinar today. Well, before I deliver the material, let me introduce myself again. Even though I have been introduced before, it would not be complete if I didn't introduce myself. My name is Alya Hanum as the second presenter. Here I will present material on how to make herb tea. After being explained by my friend about herbal tea material, well, this time I will continue with how to make a cup of herbal tea. Let's look the ingredient to make herbal tea. Maybe next slide. Okay, thank you. For ingredients, there are 1 cup of dried chamomile, a half cup dried lemon balm, quarter dried rose, 1 tablespoon of dried lavender, and then after this ingredient, how to make this tea? The way is first, put all the ingredients in medium-sized bowl, then stir gently with a large spoon until all the ingredients well blend. After everything is mixed, save the herbal ingredients that have become one earlier in a airtight container. If you want to consume or brew it, you need to take 1 tablespoon of the herb in the container and put in 3 cups with 8 ounces of boiling water and then cover it. After that, leave it for 5 to 15 minutes. When finished, don't forget to filter the tea first and if it's filtered, the herbal tea is ready. Well, maybe for me regarding the explanation on how to make herb tea is finished, then I submit to the moderator. Moderator, please continue.
Okay, thank you Alya for the explanation. Alright, now we will move on to the next season, which will explain about tips and tricks to consume this herbal tea. To the third presenter, Velia. Velia, please.
Thank you to the moderator for giving my time to deliver in the next session. Well, before that, my name is Velia Nur Ardiyani as presenter 3. Here, I will bring material about any tips and tricks for consuming herbs tea. Okay, can you go to the next slide? Thank you. Okay, everyone, before proceeding to the tips and tricks, I want to tell you first the difference between regular tea and herbal tea. First, regular tea has caffeine, but chamomile tea has no caffeine at all. So it's good for those who have ulcers. Second, regular tea has 4 variants, namely black, green, white, and oolong tea. Whereas herbal tea offers many variations according to your needs. You either need to please your taste buds or drink for medicinal reason. Some of you must already know what herbal tea is and what are its benefits because friends have explained it before. So, now, are there any tips and tricks if you want to consume this herbal tea? Yes, firstly, there is. Check out the explanation of the tips and tricks, friends. First, if you want to drink chamomile tea at all the best time, drink it when you want to go to bed or 2 hours before going to bed. So that the effectiveness of the chamomile tea works. Second, you can drink this tea every day because this tea is not ordinary tea but herbal tea. But you can only drink 2 cups a day. Lastly, if you want to relax yourself to the fullness, then before you make this tea, you have to keep your smartphone away before you first. This method is done so that we can feel its tea making in a relaxed and calm manner. So I think now for me, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I return the moderator. Thank you.
Alright, thank you Velia for the tips and tricks that have been presented. They are very interesting, right? Well, that was the end of our presentation. Now it's time for Q&A. And I will open for question. And if you have question, you can immediately raise your hand and please mention your name. Well, Zaura, please activate your microphone and tell us your question.
Thank you, moderator, for giving me a chance to ask. Before that, let me introduce myself first. My name is Zaura Kinanty, a first master student of public health. I would like to ask you about the tea. Are there any bad side effects for consuming the tea? That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for the question, Zaura. Alya, please answer the question.
Okay, thank you, Zaura, for the question. I will answer your question as best as I can. In general, tea can cause some negative side effects as follows. The first can cause anemia. The tannins contained in tea can bind iron in food. Second, they cause digestive disorder. The caffeine contained in tea can increase stomach acid, which causes irritation of digestive tract and symptoms of nausea, heartburn, and diarrhea if consumed on empty stomach. Third, the side effect of giving teeth to children is that makes them hyperactive because tea contains stimulant and is diuretic. For chamomile tea, when consumed in excess, it will cause several side effects that are detrimental to health of body as follows. First, the onset of nausea and vomiting. Secondly, allergic reactions occur, such as skin rashes and shortness of breath, which occur in some people due to flower allergies. Third, herbal drink, such as chamomile tea, can interact with other types of drugs. It's best to avoid consuming chamomile tea with blood-thinning medication because it can increase the risk of internal bleeding. While taking benzodiazepine or psychoactive drug, you will experience extreme drowsiness, and for someone who is taking medication to control blood or blood pressure. Chamomile tea actually has the potential to lower it too low because it can interfere with the effectiveness of hormone therapy. And finally, of course, drowsiness arises. Therefore, drink tea at the right doses to avoid negative side effects and maximize the benefit.
Okay, that's all the answer. Satisfied with the answer, Zaura?
Yes, thank you, Alya and moderator, for answering my question.
Okay, next. Yes, Brenda, you can ask the question.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, moderator. And then let me introduce myself first. So my name is Brenda Geralda, and I am the first semester student of public health. And I have a question for these sessions. And my question is: there a perfect time to drink the tea, and how many times a day to drink the tea? And that's all my questions. So thank you.
Thank you, Brenda. Chatrine, please answer the question.
Okay, thank you for the question, Brenda. There is no such a thing as a perfect time to drink tea. One of the goals of drinking chamomile, rose, or any other tea is to get a self-relaxation. If I can give you a suggestion, you can drink the tea before or after activities, like in the morning before you go to work or at night before you go to sleep. For how many times a day to drink the tea, as previously explained by Alya, that if you drink too much tea, it can cause some bad side effects. So you should not drink more than 2 to 3 times a day. From that, you still get the benefits of the tea optimally.
Thank you, Chatrine, for the answer. And does she answer your question, Brenda?
Yes, she does, and that's really answer my question. So thank you, Catherine and moderator.
Well, for the next question, please raise your hand. Well, Aldira, please activate your microphone and tell us your question.
Okay, thank you, moderator, for giving me chance to ask. Before that, let me introduce myself first. My name is Aldira Naurah Ramadhityas. I'm a first semester student of public health. I'm permission to ask Velia. My question is, because this tea does not contain caffeine, can we consume it every day? That's all from me, and thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question, Aldira. For Velia, please answer the question.
Okay, thank you for the question, Aldira. I will answer it. Chamomile tea is an herbal tea made from chamomile flower extract in Europe. One of the advantages of this tea is that it does not contain caffeine. So we can drink it every day with a record in a day to consume a maximum of 3 cups of tea only. Remember this because too much is not good. Now for me, I return to the moderator.
Okay, that was the answer. Does she answer your question, Aldira?
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Velia and moderator, for answering my question.
Well, for the next question, please raise your hand. Yes, Kania, you can ask the question.
Thank you, moderator, for giving me a chance to ask. My name is Kania Isha Maharani. I'm a first semester student of public health. Maybe for some people, the ingredients to make the chamomile tea that you described earlier are difficult to find, and the prices tend to be expensive. My question is, could we replace some of this with something that is easier to find and more affordable? Can we still feel the benefits of chamomile tea by replacing some of the ingredients? Thank you.
Thank you for the question, Kania. For Alya, please answer the question.
Okay, thank you for your question, Kania. Because today has developed, many products from abroad can be obtained very easily only on your smartphone. Likewise with chamomile tea. Even though the chamomile flower comes from Europe, we can buy ready-made packaged tea made from chamomile flower extract is now widely sold in marketplace. However, even in packaging, the content in chamomile flowers contain will not disappear, and the price is definitely affordable. In 10 grams of chamomile tea extract, you only need to pay around 30,000 rupiah. For the second question, can we still feel the benefit of chamomile tea by changing some of the ingredients? The answer is, of course, you can. You can replace it with lavender mixed with honey so that there is sweet taste. Or if you want something more affordable, you can buy ginger by grinding it and brewing it with hot water. Ginger tea is also as beneficial as chamomile tea. I think I have enough answer. I return to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, that was the answer. Does she answer your question, Kania?
Yes, I'm quite satisfied with the answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to all of you who have asked. And to bet, this is the last season of our webinar this morning. Well, for the end, I will deliver the conclusion of today's webinar. Herbal tea is the term of concoction of flowers, leaves, seeds, roots, and or dried fruit to be used as a drink, which is also called herbal tea. Types of herbal tea include chamomile tea, rose tea, ginger tea, peppermint, rooibos, and hibiscus. Chamomile tea, rose tea, and these are herbal teas that have many benefits, one of which is as an antioxidant and many other benefits. One of the characteristics of this herbal tea is that it does not contain caffeine, so it is harmless if we consume it every day. However, it must be noted that in a day you can only drink a maximum of 3 glasses. Even more optimal if we can enjoy the process of making tea casually without a smartphone. Well, that's the only conclusion I say. Okay, thank you for your great attention. Good morning. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, everyone.